Hello everybody, here we are with the 650 Interceptor, a bike I want to talk about. I bought this brand new in 2022 and it was originally a Sunset Strip one. Obviously it's not a Sunset Strip one now, but as you can see I've changed it radically. I didn't get a test ride on an Interceptor 650 when I bought this one because the demonstrators were all booked for the day, and I just bought it anyway. I just thought, oh well, it'll be like the classic 350s, it'll be really good. And I got it home and I didn't ride it for the first couple of days. I was busy with other things and work and everything, but I thought I'll really get that out now and start running it in. And I remember my very first ride on it, running it in, and it didn't impress me one little bit. And I thought, oh well, it is what it is. But has that changed now? Right, well, I'm going to talk about some of the good things, because you want to hear good things about it. I'm pleased with the handling. It's got a 19-inch front wheel instead of an 18-inch on it now, and it makes all the difference, because at 70 miles an hour on this bike, you start getting the shakes on it. You start doing this violently, and I never knew if you could get through it, but I didn't go through it. So I was limited to 70 miles an hour, which is the maximum speed anyway for this country. But that's stopped all that now. I've had it up to nearly 100 miles an hour on a closed circuit road, of course. Not on the public highway. No. That stopped all that, so I'm really pleased about that. It does handle nicely now, a lot better than it ever did. It's a Avon Roadrunner Road Rider tyre on the front, which I put on new, along with all the other new bits I've put on it. But I've changed the look of it because I was quite dismayed with the Interceptor when it came out, because it didn't look like, I mean, already got 3 original ones. Got a Mark 1, a Mark 1A and a Mark 2. And now this is a Mark 3. Courtesy of Triumph Spitfire. Yeah. So what else do I like about it? I just love the looks. I do like the looks of it. I think it's a nicer thing to look at. I think the original, the standard 650 is quite a boring bike to look at, and this sort of jazzes it up a bit, and it's sort of like, it's not exactly the same as the old Interceptors to look at, but it's different. I might undo the 2 bolts that are bolted to that hoop there and bring this mudguard up by a couple of 3 inches, so that hoop is here, and lift that up. I think that's too low. I just think it looks too low. Even the classic 350's got more tyre showing than this, so I might do that. It's only a case of drilling 2 more holes in the mudguard and moving it in. Now, I suppose I better talk about some of the things I don't like about it. Fuel consumption. I cannot get any more than 40 miles to the gallon out of this bike, and I filled it up to the neck. This is between fill up and fill up. Filled it right up to the top and rode it until the light was flashing, and I got 12 and a bit litres in it at 94 miles. So that's I don't know, you work it out. Is it less than 40 miles to the gallon? I guess it is, isn't it? It's pretty brutal on fuel. It really is. If you use its performance, well, 75 miles you'll have the light flashing and the fuel's all gone. Now, I haven't worked out the fuel consumption for that, but the handlebars are too low for me. When you sit on it, well, I sit on it because I'm tall. I'm 6'6", so I'm taller than most people. The footrests are too far back. They want to be about here, about there. I mean, it can all be done, but then the handlebars are too low. It puts you, with the footrests being as back as far as they are, it puts you into a sort of, not a racing crouch, but that sort of, so you put a lot of weight on your wrists at low speeds. And I thought, well, I'll put some higher handlebars in it. So I bought some more handlebars. They've got more rise in them. They're still the same pattern, but they've got the brace bar in there that's welded in, chrome. And they're about that much higher. Not too much more higher, but that much. Can't put them in. I had these handlebars out yesterday. Can't put the new handlebars in there. The clutch cable doesn't reach. The wiring doesn't reach. The front brake hose doesn't reach. Throttle cables you get away with. But just to get a replacement front brake hose, 140 quid. And I'm done with spending money on this bike. So it's still as it was. I put the handlebars back in. They're the original ones that it came with. I've put the baffles back in it now. They haven't been in for over a year and a half. It's toned it down because it's quite low geared. These bikes are quite low geared. I mean, 60 mile an hour in top gear was 4,000 revs. And with those more or less open pipes, they would drive you mad on the long run, or longer run. Not so bad on the back roads, but when you're on the A roads and you're doing those sort of 60, 70 mile an hour, the noise just drives you mad. But this has toned it down a bit, just a bit, not a lot. I've turned the camera so that you can get the sound. It's still loud, but you're leaving the sound behind you when you're riding it. Now, what is the biggest thing, my biggest issue with this bike? And that's this big old lump of a thing here. I am no fan of these engines. They are the most unlike an Interceptor engine you could ever design. They're a nasty little short stroke design, so there's nothing under 2,000 revs. They've got no flywheels. It's not like the old ones, where you can get down to sort of 13, 14 mile an hour with one of the 750s. But this you can't. Anything below 30 in top gear, and it also, if you try and pull away in top gear at 30, it will snatch like anything. You've got to go down a couple of gears. So you're always up and down the gearbox. On the back roads, you won't see top gear. I'll say this is geared up one tooth on the gearbox sprocket. I did go 2 teeth, but it makes first gear so high, it's like trying to pull away in second or third. So no good for in traffic. And we've got quite a bit of that around here. But I'm pleased with the way it brakes. It's got a classic 350 front disc and caliper. But bearing in mind that the bike itself is not much heavier than the classic 350. So it's no different from having a pillion on the back of a classic 350. It works really well. if you really tug on the old lever, you can get the ABS to come on, which took quite a lot of working out to get it to work with the Interceptor speed sensor and toner ring and everything. But it works, it does work. So you can pull it to a halt in a great rush. The fact that the original engine in this, at 1400 miles, seized itself solid, and I had to have a brand new engine under warranty fitted. The oil pump drive chain, which is in there, snapped, and it had a faulty ECU which didn't put the oil light on and didn't cut the ignition when there was no oil pressure. So it just seized up, and it went back to Royal Enfield, and they couldn't even get the engine apart. But 18 days I had it, and I had a brand new engine and gearbox fitted, which generated another 3 years warranty on the engine and gearbox, which is still not out. But did it make it? Did the new engine and gearbox make any difference to it? No, not to speak of. I mean, it's just a run-of-the-mill engine. Does it go any better than the old engine? No. No, it doesn't. But I just hate having to play with the gearbox up and down, up and down, up and down on the back roads. I won't take this on the back roads now. It's just not cut out for it. Not the back roads I ride on. It's pretty. I haven't changed the rear suspension. I can't be bothered. I was going to. I've got the shocks to put on there. I just cannot be bothered to put them on there. It's not going to make any difference, only to the looks. So, will I be keeping this bike? Probably not. If I get something offered to me in the older versions of Royal Enfields, then I will let it go. And I'll sell all the spare petrol tanks I've got. I've got the Sunset Strip one, I've got the chrome and black one. The chrome and black one has only had one tank of petrol through it, so it's done nothing. The Sunset Strip one, it was only on there for a month, so that hasn't done anything. That's like new. No, I mean, people have got Interceptors and they absolutely love them. And, you know, fair play to you. If you absolutely love them, you absolutely love them. But I can't live with this bike. There's nothing that commends itself to me to ride this bike. It's no good for going touring on. It's still like sitting on a 5-bar gate, even with the deluxe touring Royal Enfield seat. It's the original proper touring Royal Enfield seat. It's better than the original one, that's for sure, but it's not comfortable. The riding position's not comfortable to sit on this for a long time for me. So I've done what I can for it, changed the look of it. There's nothing wrong with the bike technically, but I just don't. I will not buy now. I will not buy anything with the 650 engine in it, because I don't like the characteristics of it. The super media, the shotgun, the bear, and every other thing that they've put that engine in. I'm out of that market. But never mind, I should do more jolly videos where I'm not slating my own bikes off soon. There we go. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this far, if you did. Bye-bye.